Jacob Fatu
is fabulous in the ring. And he's a great guy. I know him really well, but he needs what we would have done years ago, especially in Memphis or in Atlanta or in New York. He needs a mouthpiece. He needs a manager to get in there and do the interview work with him.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new episode of the Wrestling Time Machine. I'm your host, Mac Davis, and with me each and every week, of course, we have legendary, world-famous, the Hall of Famer, Mr. Teddy Long, and, of course, the old fart, Bill Apter.
No, that's stone old.
Stone old fart, Bill Apter. And, of course, we have a special guest this week, and we look forward to it. Every time he's on here, it's always a blast. Mr. Dirty Dutch Mantell. Hey, Dutch.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Glad to be here. Hell, at this age, I'm glad to be anywhere.
Yeah, that's the truth. So, speaking of which, locations here, Teddy, are you in a genie's bottle again? Where are you?
Right, that's what he looks like.
I'm in an undisclosed location. I can't tell you.
You can't tell me. Let me ask you, does this location happen to have banana pudding?
Of course, yes. Okay. That's the only reason I'm here, because of the banana
pudding.
Know
where you are.
And no, let me say this. I'm here because of the banana pudding and the person that made the pudding.
I was about to say, I get in a lot of trouble.
I just learned something right then. I'm going to throw all my banana pudding out. So Teddy won't be visiting me.
No, don't throw it out, Dutch. I'll come and get it.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, I got something.
If you have chocolate pudding, I'm involved.
Now, what is that, Dutch? What are you holding up there?
I just found this. I had it for years.
What is it?
This is a letter from the Smithsonian Institute.
Ooh.
When I did their show. It was called, I even forgot the name of it, but it was me, and you can find it, it's online. It was me and Jeff Jarrett having a wrestling match, and in front of a full orchestra. And so you can imagine how cold that crowd was.
Oh yeah.
And a ring shows up, and all of a sudden you got two half-naked guys in the ring, and they're wrestling each other, and they're saying, "What the hell is this?" But as time went on, we kind of got them at the end, and they were just warming up. But it says that I am the only, me and Jeff are the only professional wrestlers in the Smithsonian Institute.
That's
what it says.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Well, I saw that on YouTube or Facebook or somewhere, but I remember seeing it.
You can find it.
Great. That sounds great.
You haven't seen it?
No, but somebody's going to AEW or WWE are going to steal that once they get worried about this. They're going to.
That's been out a while. If they was going to steal it, they'd have stole it by now.
Oh, they can't steal it from the Smithsonian. They can't steal that one.
Well,
I mean, the idea was not very good, I didn't think, but hell.
Hey, you ended up in the Smithsonian.
we only went 10 minutes, but after that 10 minutes, because I had been there all day long, they told me to show up at like noon, 12 o'clock to talk to them. So Jeff and I showed up. We're good little soldiers. We showed up at 12 noon, and I left there that night at 10:30. You talk about tired. I was just exhausted.
Well,
payoff.
Let me ask you a question. So since you and Jeff were the only two wrestlers ever to wrestle at the Smithsonian, did they make a deal that whenever you die, you get cut open, they stuff you, and they put you into the Smithsonian?
Oh, they did say that. They mentioned something about that, but I was too tired to even understand what they were saying.
I know they have Roy Rogers' horse Trigger there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And the orchestra was from Omaha, Nebraska, or somewhere. I don't even know what they were. They were the guest orchestra. They were very good, though.
That's just really strange to me, wrestling with an orchestra. That had to be something. I got to pull that up now because that sounds extremely interesting, really. All right, guys, let me ask you about a question here. Jacob Fatu, as I understand it, Bill, you got a little bit of an issue when it comes to Jacob Fatu.
I have a big, first of all, he's one of the great characters of all time. His ring work, he's incredible. He's totally nuts. But the other night...
No, hey, wait a minute, that's Curly from the Three Stooges.
Oh, a wise guy, eh?
Yeah, he stole it.
So, you hear my imitation there? Oh, a wise guy, eh? So good. Anyway,
Don't do it again.
So, so the other night when I was watching Raw, I was in the kitchen getting my my bottle of sparkling ice, and
That's
I
what
thought
he
I
says.
heard Jey Uso. Guy was in the ring going, "I'm not going to take it," and the fans were like yeeting, and I looked, and it was Jacob Fatu, and he sounded just like Jey Uso, and the fans were like yeeting in the background. Jey Uso is great, not Jey Uso.
Jacob Fatu
is fabulous in the ring. He's and he's a great guy. I know him really well, but he needs what we would have done years ago, especially in Memphis or in Atlanta or in New York. He needs a mouthpiece. He needs a manager to get in there and do the interview work with him. And I was thinking of something that no one has thought of. Are you ready? Beside Dutch.
Oh, I've already thought about it.
The one person who could make a mark as a spokesman for him, since it's no longer solo, is the OTC. What if they bring Roman Reigns back to ally himself, of course, with Jacob Fatu, and he does most of the talking in the ring. So he becomes almost like an advisor / manager and tag team partner with Jacob Fatu. Just think of that. Roman Reigns doing the interviews for Jacob Fatu. And Jacob can stand there and going, yeah. I think that would work out better. What do you all think?
Go ahead.
Let me make some notes here. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Teddy.
I'm just making notes.
Okay, I was gonna, Bill. I kind of like that a little bit, but then again, I just don't see that working. There's no match there between these two guys. There's nothing there to me. I'm just my opinion.
Well,
I just don't.
What about if Teddy Long could be the spokesman for Jacob Fatu?
Well, here's my problem with the whole thing, Bill, is that I don't think that Jacob Fatu needs a mouthpiece. I think Jacob Fatu needs better scripts. Jacob Fatu is very good on the microphone. He's very believable when you see him in the ring, and he is saying things in short sentences. But he can really cut a great interview and a great promo, but he's not doing it in the WWE right now because he's getting fed the wrong stuff. I hear stuff, even like Naomi the other night, where she has that little saying. She now says, proceed with caution.
Yeah.
It's such a forced line and such a gimmick line that's coming from WWE. It just doesn't work. And that's what I feel like they're doing with Jacob Fatu in some cases.
It's on her outfit, though. Dutch, what were you going to say?
Oh, I think he talks well enough. I think the way he talks fits his character. But if you did put a manager with him, I think that would be fine too. I see all of this really working, but Jacob works. And if he works, and if you put him with the manager and it's not working, hurt the manager and take him out. It's not a bad idea. But
I think the manager could be a mouthpiece. I think he needs a mouthpiece. Again, there's nothing wrong with his ring work at all, but I just think it's too much of that rhythm of Jey Uso.
Teddy, one of the things that, today's wrestling really is about is about that individual character. The managers have kind of fallen away over the years. They used to be pretty prominent in all the federations. And now, we might get a Paul Heyman. You might get somebody who's there for a month or two, but we don't get the real managers like we used to. So nowadays, that talent's got to be able to use the stick, right?
Right.
Yes.
Because you don't have that extra voice. And if you don't have that mic work, you're probably not going to succeed. Would that be accurate?
Well, could be. Anything can happen in this business. I mean, we can't, and what you said was true. And even if you reverse that, it'd probably still be true at one point. The thing about Paul Heyman and a manager, they've about worn him out.
Yes.
I think he needs to take a hiatus because I think he's getting ready to maybe retire now anyway. But I think when they bring him back out there, if you've heard one of Paul Heyman's interviews, I mean, he delivers it the same way. My name is Paul in the crowd, Heyman.
Yeah.
But they've almost seen, and he's the only manager in WWE right now, right? Or no?
Well, he's not.
Yes.
Right.
He's
That's
not
right.
even called a
Yep.
manager. He's not even called a manager. He's called the wise man. He's not. They don't call him a manager there.
Name
But
some of the great
basically-
managers. Name some of the
basically
great
he's
managers
still a-
over time.
Well,
He
has
is.
been, but I just feel that at this point, the character of Jacob Fatu does not need a manager, but the mouth of Jacob Fatu can use a manager to stand there and talk with him or for him.
I still think
That's
that
my
Jacob
feeling.
Fatu is capable on his own. That's just my opinion. I think he just needs better writing. If he's being forced to say things, they need to let him speak like he would speak. Let him be Jacob Fatu, because hey, look, you think that guy you see on TV is intense? Watch when he grabs a microphone and he's serious. He'll scare you to death. So the guy is really good. They're just not giving him that opportunity yet. All right.
You think he was comfortable doing that? Do you think he was comfortable
Comfortable doing what?
doing that on last week?
Oh, you mean his
The
promo
interview.
last? I
promo,
probably, but again, it's because he's saying someone else's words. It's not what he would normally say, and that's what's missing with Jacob Fatu. Let him be Jacob Fatu.
Well, all they have to do is do this. Whoever's the writer is, whoever's writing this stuff, then he needs to get with Jacob Fatu before the show, and when he starts writing his promo, then let Jacob be there and let Jacob add to it and tell him, no, I wouldn't say that like this. I would say it like this, and let him be comfortable. Let him be himself.
I wonder, does he know that he can do that? They don't
probably
tell you
not.
everything there.
Last
That's what I'm saying.
comment on this. What do you think about, and not as a mouthpiece or anything, of when Roman Reigns comes back, he allies himself with Jacob Fatu? I think that would be so strong. They're both baby faces now.
I don't know. I still like Jacob Fatu being kind of his own person right now. Let his character develop. I don't want to see him under somebody else's wing. I really don't. I think he's got
tag team partners against Solo and his guys.
Well, Bill, you said they both are baby faces. Well, here's a good way to do it. Bring Roman in and let Jacob turn on him.
Oh, wait, but they just turned Jacob.
Yeah, that's too much change in too short a time, I think.
Okay, well, I didn't know they had just did that.
Well,
okay.
I would just have Jacob run by himself for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, maybe longer. Then all of a sudden, just bust Roman in on it.
Yeah, good.
Now, oh my God! Now they're together. Who's gonna stand up to these guys? And
all right, Bill.
Teddy step out. We'll do it. Teddy, me and you will take them on
All day.
Nah.